Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Joe's Wildside Adventures. I'm out here in western Montana with the Renegade Fly Fishing Outfitters and my guide for the day, Mr. Eric Ederer. How you doing, Eric?
Good, Joe. How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you.
Good.
Oh, man, sounds like we have a ideal day to do some floating for some big browns, huh?
Yeah, our conditions are just about as good as we could have them. River's dropping, clouds are out, and I think we're going to catch some nice brownies today.
That's good. You have such a variety of fishing here, and you took me to your little private honey hole, and we're not going to tell you the name of it either. So if you want to find out where we're going to fish today, you're going to have to call Eric and come out here and fish with him. All right. I think we're going to have some fun, though.
Oh, yeah. We'll have a good day today, and let's go get them.
All right. Hey, stay tuned, everybody, when we come back. Joe's Wildside Adventures in western Montana. This is the bug we're going to be using. What do you call this here, Eric?
You know, it's just a streamer pattern I've been tying for about 10 years. This up here, they're taking it as a small brown trout. It's eat or be eaten up here, so.
Okay, yeah, it does have that. And when it's dry, it really resembles a small brownie.
Right.
And they eat the little ones.
Yeah.
The big ones eat the little ones.
Yeah, they do. They
Amazing.
do. If they get a chance, they'll eat them.
Wow.
Dart, go back in.
Yeah, that was a good fish.
That was an awesome one. Sometimes they'll come again. Go more right, go more left. Good. Dart, dart. Is that exciting?
Oh, man. I wasn't expecting. I'm just trying to figure out how to work that. They come barreling
He was
out.
18.
Oh, yeah.
Here, let me see your rod for a second. Here's
Okay.
how I fish it.
Okay.
I'll go in, little mend up. See how the fly's facing upstream?
Okay.
In, elevate, mend, dart, dart, dart,
Gotcha.
about 3 times.
Gotcha.
Right back in. Boom, 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 just like that.
Gotcha.
Right back in. Okay? And they like it sometimes a lot more when it's coming upstream.
All right.
It's like an easier kill. Okay, go way in. More left. Good. Dart, rod up just a bit. Go back in. Good. Good. Now go straight in, Joe. Straight in. Good. A little mend up. Yeah, good. Go back in. Good. A little bit softer twitches now. Just a little slower.
Okay.
Okay. Dart. Dart. You're gonna mend slightly left. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
at a looker.
Go back in. Go back in. Okay. A little bit more ahead of us though, so that fly's coming upstream. Good. Dart. Dart. Yeah, like that. That's awesome. Okay. In again.
Oh, he came out of the water.
That was
after that.
awesome. That was awesome.
There he is again. Got him. Oh.
You got to hit him hard, bud.
Okay.
You've got 15-pound tippet. How cool was that?
Oh, man, he came out of the water.
Yeah, that was sick. Okay, go back over, further
Okay,
over.
so 15-pound tippet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horse of a different color.
Yeah, you need to rock him and sock him. Get ready
Okay.
for another one here. And I would bet as this day warms, they'll get increasingly active. Although the couple we've moved have been solid.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, first shot on the left, Joe, and then we'll go back to the right.
Where's that?
3 feet to the right of the point of grass there. Right on the seam. Good, slam it. Excellent, little mend up. Good. Good. Go back over a little further now. Excellent. Go down in front just a hair more. Bullseye. Good. Start and stall. Start and stall.
There he is.
Good.
Ah,
Good. Throw
darn
back
it.
over. Nice brown.
I didn't sting him though.
Good. Dart and stall. There's probably 10 more there like that. Way over. Good.
Didn't feel him on there. He came after it hard, but
More to the right now by that little floating stick pine cone thing. Good. Those have all been solid fish.
yeah. And I'm 0 for 3.
No. Let's look at it this way. The fish are 3 for 0. Let's pin the blame on them.
Well, we've been probably half an hour. Had 3 really aggressive takes, but it's just cast and cast and cast. You could see that, and man, your fingers have a tendency to go numb. So, you know, you can't cover every inch of water. You want to try and cover as much water as you can, but if you can't feel your fingers, it's not going to do you much good. So, shake them out a little bit. Back to work, right, E?
That's right. Keep at him, Joe.
And he's not going to let me rest anyway. Coffee break's over. But what a different kind of fishing. I haven't done anything like this before. I've done some streamer fishing, but calm, slow moving water.
Right.
A lot of weed patches and little back eddies, but this water's moving pretty quick. And obviously the more times you cast, the better opportunity you have, you know, to hit a fish. And there are just so many nice little pockets and little weed patches and seam lines and foam lines, and it's just ideal for these browns to hang out. And maybe a little quicker on the draw, a couple of those, but it's a very aggressive strike. It's a predatory response with these brownies. Well, this is our third bug. We tried the one that emulated earlier, the brown trout, and then went to a white one. Didn't have too much success. What do you got there now, Eric?
Somewhere in between, Joe. We've got kind of a peach color.
Let me see.
There you go.
You could see the colors on this in the front end. It has the dark colored head, and you could see what that's going to look like going through the water, like a little fish. And like I said, these brown trout are super predators. So we'll give this one a shot. We got all day, and just trying to feel them out. I think the temperature right now is just a little cool. I think we need to warm up a little bit, and I think the fish are going to get a little more active. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think it's going to get progressively better throughout the day.
Okay.
I think we're going to catch some nice fish today.
Oh, I have no doubt. I mean, like I said, this is the first time I've done this type of fishing, so it's going to take me a little bit to get used to what I have to do, what they like. It's amazing, too. All of the fishing I've done, I'm sure you noticed this, too. Just the slightest little difference in speed or motion of your fly makes a huge difference.
It could be the most subtle of changes, and all of a sudden you drill them.
You typically find that they'll hit right when it hits the water?
Within a couple of 2 or 3 twitches, yeah, they'll usually come up and plow it. Now later on, when the fish move off the banks a bit, you might work that thing 10 feet and you'll see that fish follow for 5.
Uh-huh.
Right ahead of the logs, good. And then way in right behind it. Okay, good.
Oh, there he is. Got this one, yeah,
Nice,
baby.
Joe, nice.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That was exciting.
Whoa.
That was exciting.
That's a nice fish, too.
I'm gonna pull in down here, buddy.
All right. About time we hooked up.
You need the net? There you go, man.
Get him.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's anchor up right here. See if that'll hold us. Oh, that's not a bad one.
No, it isn't.
Good fish, buddy.
Hey, finally. After about 9 or 10 misses, finally hooked up. Oh, yeah. He's probably 16, right?
Yeah, he's about 16.
Good fish.
Nice trout.
All right, here we go. Oh, man. Look how pretty. Little red dots on him. About a 16-incher. And boy, was he aggressive in that pocket.
He crushed it.
Right behind that little log right there. Just nailed it.
Nice
Want to
fish.
get the hook?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
There he is.
That is...
A little football.
All right, we broke the ice, Eric. He slammed that thing.
It's so cool, isn't it?
Wow.
A little bit more ahead. There you go, good. Good, really dart it around. Aim for the little bush there. The fly's fouled up. Yeah! Good, 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 good.
I got him stuck good. Yes, sir. Must have been that little lunch break we took. This is our first little drift after lunch. Had a couple little swirls, but he's a good fish. He's buried down there.
You stuck that one.
Yeah. No doubt about him being stuck. I just hope I can keep him on. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, look at him. He's got a big green head on him.
He's probably 19.
Oh, yes, sir. Look at him.
Good
He's
fish.
white. Look at the color. It's a weird looking. Almost looks like half rainbow, half brownie.
Right where you
Into the net.
right where you hooked him, Joe.
Yeah.
There's a spring that comes in. You can tell he's been living in that spring water. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Man, is that a gorgeous looking fish. I've never seen a brown trout that color. Come on, buddy. Get your nose out of the water for me. There. That's too much like work. Wow, look at that color. That's the one we've been after right there.
Nice brownie.
That is gorgeous. He's got to be about 19, I'd say.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
think he's about 19. Let me see this guy. Real quick measurement here, Joe. We are at 19 and about an eighth.
19 and an eighth. Let me get a.
There he is.
And he just went nuts.
Trying
There
to
you-
squeeze much. There you go.
How about that? Wow.
What a
Great.
prime fish.
We're going to take a couple snapshots of him and we're going to get him right back in the water. We don't want to
There you
kill
go.
him.
I'm gonna give him.
Yeah, let's
give
hydrate
drink.
him a little bit here.
You good here? Nice fish, buddy.
Thank you.
There he goes.
All right.
Prime.
Finally. Trying to get that pocket right there. We go.
Good. Ooh, got him. Hey.
Ah, had him.
Oh.
Had him.
Little guy, that was still fun.
Yeah.
You got a piece of him. Left him with a sore lip.
All right.
Good.
Good fish.
Nice fish.
Whoa.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Oh, yeah. I got him on a reel. That burned my fingers.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Joe.
Plus, we got a swift current too, so they feel a little bigger, but he's still a good. I haven't even seen him yet. Nice fish.
He looked thick when he ate it.
He's meaty. Definitely meaty.
You know what? Leave him. I'm gonna hop out and net him so we don't lose him.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second, okay? You good for that?
Here he is. Here he is. Here he is.
Okay, good. Hang on 1 second. Good. Oh, he's not bad.
No.
Good. There you go, Joe. See that leader? There we go. We got him. Look at that.
Nice.
There we go. Hold on 1 second here. I'll hand him to you. There you go.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's a nice brownie.
Yeah. Big fighter, especially in that current. Tell you what, it's not easy.
No,
We're working hard for these guys. So how long you been doing this?
since '96.
96.
Yeah.
And you find this is about your favorite, this streamer fishing, or do you have it? You like it all?
I sure do like watching these bigger fish.
You know what? Let's get this back
Yeah,
in,
here
and
you
then
go.
we'll talk a little bit more. After being on the river for a couple hours, all three of the fish I caught were in the same kind of cover.
Right.
There was a little grassy, little tufta, and then they're tucked in a little pocket. And if you can just get that fly in there for an instant, they're on it so fast. It's
They are.
amazing.
That's kind of the problem. They're too fast.
Well, the percentage is getting better, right?
That's true.
That's 3 out of 400 now.
Your hookup's better.
Yeah, that's good. All right, that was fun.
That was fun. Let's go get another one.
Pick another one.
Good. Big mend up though. Be critical to swim that one upstream. Go back in. Good.
Oh, yes, sir. Good fish.
It's a good one.
Good
Good
fish.
One. Good, buddy.
All right.
Presto changeo. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Solid.
I get him back on the reel too.
Oh. What have we here?
That's a good fish. Really nice. And he's playing every bit of that current too, you know? That was another really aggressive take.
Was it?
Yeah.
Just plowed it, huh?
In fact, when I set the hook, I had both hands on the rod to set.
You did?
Yeah. Because he took it so fast, I didn't want the slack, you know,
Right.
to get.
Right.
So I grabbed the line with both hands. Man, is he working that current. Holy cow.
I'm probably gonna repeat here and go net that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't think you'll be able to drag him back up.
Yep, I got you. Oh. Man, that's a strong fish.
Whew. Hang on a sec. He's all tangled up. There you go.
All right, I'll wind it in. And that current was just blistering down there.
What's that?
I said that current was just blistering.
Yeah,
I just couldn't gain any line on him. I'm glad you
nice fish, buddy.
you got out.
Nice fish.
Oh yeah, that's bigger than that. That I think it's better than the 19. Oh, pretty.
Yeah, there he is. What a horse.
Let me get my. Look at the width on this fish.
What a prime trout.
Look at that.
Got a leaf on him.
Pretty, yeah. Man. Now these wild.
Yeah,
These are all
yeah.
Wild.
100% wild.
Easy, buddy, easy. You want to hang on? I'm gonna grab my camera real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
I'd love
yeah.
to get a picture of him. Oh man, we just took some snapshots. We got to get him back in there. Hey, stay tuned, everybody. When we come back, more Joe's Wildside Adventures from Western Montana with Renegade Fly Fishing Outfitters. Here you go, buddy.
Oh, no problem, Joe. Nice fish, bud.
So, Eric, we got a little calm spot here, out of the wind a little bit, and wanted to ask you, how long you've been guiding and what got you into guiding, first of all.
Well, I've been guiding since 1996, and I came to Missoula with the intention of being a fishing bum. And in 95, I met another outfitter and began to guide for him in 1996. And he and I remain friends to this day. But he really taught me a lot over the years, and I've sort of taken it from there. I can't imagine doing anything else. I really can't.
That's a cool office you have.
Yeah.
I really dig your office.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But when somebody wants to come out here and fish, you have your website, right?
Yep.
Flyfishmissoula.com, I believe.
Yep, we've got another website as well called MontanaFlyFishingOutfitters.com. But the flyfishmissoula.com site is the best way to get a hold of us.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna put Eric's website and phone number up here, and man, you got to give him a call. Get out here to Montana, fly into Missoula, and you just kind of work right out of Missoula, and day trips. And how many different rivers do you fish?
Well, right in the Missoula area, we've got four main rivers that we utilize: the Blackfoot, Clark Fork, Bitterroot, and Rock Creek. And between those four, you're talking about over 300 miles of fishable water.
Mileage-wise, how many miles do you cover?
In a typical day, we're floating 10 to 15 or 16 miles.
That's a nice trip.
We've decided a long time ago that We're not going to be the 9 to 5 guides. We kind of let our customers determine how long they want to fish. So if a guy wants to fish first light to last light, we're going to be there.
Really?
We can custom build any trip for anybody.
That is so unusual. You know, that's an unbelievable offer. You got guys like me, you know, if it's light outside, why aren't you fishing?
Yeah, right. Right.
And you know what? In western Montana, this time of year, it doesn't get dark until 10:30.
Yeah, that's right.
And it gets light pretty early too.
Yeah, this time of year we're putting in some long days.
Great. This is great stuff.
The only way you're going to catch those big fish is if you're on the water.
Man, I tell you what, it's getting tough. This cold front blew in here. I'd say the temperature dropped at least 10 to 15 degrees. And when we started this morning, the wind was blowing about 15 to 20. And what do you think it's now? It's up over 30.
Yeah, it's howling, that's for sure.
And it's really blowing. And I think probably had some barometric pressure change. Took a nosedive and the fish are just down. We've gone through some spots in some areas that are just really nice and they typically hold fish, right? Yeah. I mean,
we've gone through some prime water.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, you know, that kind of stuff happens. You know, weather front moves in, especially out here in the Northwest. And weather changes so fast, so drastically, and unfortunately it happened to us.
Yeah.
And we got started real well. Things were happening, you know, a lot of takes, a lot of misses, and finally started to catch some fish. And we watched that big black cloud come in, and the rest is history. Well, we've come down to the ultimate test here now, and the last resort, so to speak. We're going to try and do some nymphing. Really wasn't what we had planned today, but the fish are down and they're on the bottom, and we know they're in here. So we're gonna put a nymph on here and drift through some of these pockets and shorelines and see if we could pick them up. They really believe that this pressure system coming through here set them down, and they're not active at all. So maybe we could pick one up and we run something right by its nose. Hopefully they'll be in the mood to eat. But you could see this this front coming over here behind us. I mean, it's just dark and windy and blowing, and nothing you can do about Mother Nature.
Right there.
All right, fish on. And that's been a long time coming. Had to put this nymph rig on. See if we can get anything coming out of here. And it took a while.
A little brownie?
Yeah.
Good.
Got the net handy.
Yeah. Nice little fish. There we go.
All right.
Nice trout.
Well, at least we finish on a good note here. Had a real tough afternoon with that weather front moving. In fact, I have a feeling we're going to get out of here just in time. So I'll get this guy back in here.
Nice little brownie.
Well, we just got that fish in the water. Yeah. Thanks again, Eric.
You bet, Joe.
That was a great day. Like I said, unfortunately, the weather turned south on us, and really not much you could do about that. But we're going to give you Eric's information and phone number, website, Renegade Fly Fishing Outfitters, and hopefully we'll get some guys out here from back east. I'd love to come back out again next time when the weather's a little calmer.
Yeah, you've had some interesting weather this week.
I'll tell you what, it was probably 75 degrees when we started, and I'll bet you it's maybe 50 right now.
Yeah, it cooled off, and I think that really shut them down.
So, hey, that's going to do it for this week's show, folks. I want to thank you for watching Joe's Wildside Adventures. Make sure you stay tuned for Cooking on the Wild Side coming up next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cooking on the Wild Side. Hope you all enjoyed that show up there from Montana on Georgetown Lake with the Renegade Fly Fishing Guides. I had a wonderful time, and what we did was we took a couple of the trout. Normally I'm a catch and release guy, but we decided on the lake there are mostly stocked fish in there, and so we took a couple rainbows. And what we're going to do today
a Montana surf and turf. And what we have is some fresh rainbow trout. My buddy and my guide, Eric, brought some nice venison tenderloins in. So we're gonna roast these tenderloin. And for a side dish, we're gonna do an orzo pasta with red pepper and onion and some really fresh morel mushrooms. And this I can't wait to try because these are picked right here locally. To complement the tenderloins, I have some red wine and some blackberry jelly. The blackberries are out of season right now, so we really can't use those. And to complement the rainbow trout, I'm going to pan fry these rainbow trout on a bed of onions with some butter and garlic. And then when they're finished, I made almost a ceviche sauce with some white onion, green pepper, red pepper, and some fresh lime juice. So let's get started. And what I'm going to do is put about 2 cups of wine in here. And then I'm going to take my blackberry jelly. And as that heats up, it's going to dissolve the blackberry. And as it gets hotter, it's going to reduce and it's going to thicken up, and that'll be the sauce for our venison. Looks like our oil's nice and hot, so we're going to get started with the orzo. And the first thing I'm going to add is the red pepper, onion, and the garlic. And the orzo, when you make it, is a very slow process. It takes a while because you have to stage it and get everything cooking, and once all the vegetables are soft, then you gradually add the pasta. So it's going to take a while. So we'll come back to this, but the first thing I wanted to do was get the peppers, onion, and garlic in there. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of black pepper. Now what I want to add is a little bit of butter. And we're going to let that melt, blend in there. Then we're going to add a little bit of white wine. So our butter, white wine, red pepper, onion, garlic is simmering pretty good now. So it's time to add the pasta. And we're just going to mix this in. You leave it dry as you can, and then as you move forward, you add a little bit more stock, chicken broth, white wine, or whatever you need to do to make it moist. Now it's time to put our morels in, and I left some of the juice in there for flavor, so we'll get those in. Well, the pasta's starting to thicken up a little bit, and it's just about to begin to stick to the bottom. So now's where we're going to put our chicken broth in. You might ask the question, why is it taking so long to do this orzo, and why don't you just boil it and put all of the liquid in right away? And the reason for that is when you cook the orzo pasta slowly like this, it takes on all the characteristics of the vegetables and these wonderful morel mushrooms, and it actually absorbs. So when it does a slow cook, the flavor in the orzo is just incredible when it's all done. Okay, our orzo pasta is just about finished, and the last thing I always like to do is I like to sprinkle in some fresh grated Parmesan cheese in here. And everybody asks me, how much cheese do you put in? And to me, it's just a matter of preference and a matter of taste. And if I don't like the way it tastes, I'll add some more. But it really is up to you, however you like it. And you don't want to really overpower it with the Parmesan, but you do want that Parmesan flavor in here. Our orzo is finished, so what we're going to do is we're going to set it aside, keep it warm, and we're going to start on the trout and the tenderloins. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our orzo off of the heat, put it in this plate right here. All right, now it's time for our venison tenderloins. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to sear them all the way around, and then we're going to roast them in the oven on very high heat for about 12 minutes. So really all we want to do with this is just get the outside seared, and we're going to serve this medium to medium rare with our blackberry wine reduction. Now what I have on here is some salt, some black pepper, and we're gonna put some Wildside seasonings on here. All right, we have our venison tenderloins nice and brown. Now we're gonna put it in the oven on 450 degrees for about 10 minutes. Next, we're gonna do our trout. And my trout recipe is very, very simple. What I do is I get a nice stick of butter, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan, and we're gonna let that melt. And when the butter is melted, then I'm gonna put a bed of white onion across the entire pan, and we're actually going to poach the trout right on top of the onions. And so what I did was I sliced these onions about a 1/4 inch thick, and I'm just gonna lay them on the bottom of the pan all the way across. And what it does, the onions are just full of moisture, and it actually steams the trout and it keeps it from sticking. And it's a really nice little trick I learned a long time ago. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of sea salt to the onions and a little bit of black pepper. All right, let's put our trout in the pan here. Now, depending on how hot your pan is, the trout usually take about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. And the way you can tell that they're finished is their eyeballs will turn completely white. So I kind of use that as a temperature gauge. Okay, I think our tenderloins are finished, and we're just gonna take them out and set them up here and let them rest. You can see how the eye is white, and like I said, that's my temperature gauge to let me know that the trout is finished. So let's take it over here and we'll plate them up. Tenderloins, put them. Our reduction, you can see how far down it's gotten, and I'm going to just drizzle some of this right over these tenderloins. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our lime and pepper salsa, and we're going to put it right over the trout. And there you have it, Montana surf and turf with fresh rainbow trout from Georgetown Lake, venison tenderloin with a wine reduction, and morel mushroom orzo pasta. I can't wait to dig into this one. Well, that's going to do it for this week's show, folks. I want to thank you for watching Cooking on the Wild Side, and we'll see you next time. Bon appetit.